Hello, my dear. Today we're going to talk about something that could completely change the way you relate to women. Have you ever wondered how to awaken that sexual instinct that makes a woman desire you intensely? How to be the man she can't get out of her mind, the one who makes her lose control in bed? So, then you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to reveal the most powerful secrets to become the man any woman would want in her sheets. These are not cheap tricks or shortcuts, but psychological and behavioral techniques that activate her deepest desire. Get ready because this goes beyond the physical. We're talking about awakening her mind, body, and heart. But first, I have some news for you. You can help the channel gain more subscribers just by commenting on the video. It can be anything. Opinions, questions, suggestions. The more you comment, the more opportunities the channel has to grow. So, engage a lot. Leave your comments down below. And who knows, you might win a prize from me. And before we continue, you know what you have to do. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. Here, we teach you how to improve your seduction skills and understand what women really want. Let's get to the important stuff. 1. The secrets that make her desire you intensely in bed. The first thing you need to understand is that for a woman to desire you intensely, it's not enough to be attractive or charismatic. There's something deeper. Women desire men who know how to make them feel special. It's not just about the physical. It's about how you communicate with her before you even get to bed. Make her feel unique, like she's the most amazing woman you've ever met. When a woman feels appreciated and understood, her desire for you intensifies. It's not something you can fake. She'll feel if it's genuine or not. Let her know you're there for her, that her desires matter to you, and you'll see how her desire for you grows. It's a game of anticipation, my dear, where every word and every gesture prepares her to desire you more intensely. 2. How to awaken her wild and exciting side. Every woman has a wild and exciting side, a side she may not have shown yet. If you know how to touch that side, you'll be the man who liberates her. To awaken her wild side, you first need to create an environment where she feels safe, free from judgment. Make her feel she can be herself with you, without fear of being judged. But here's the important part. Don't force it. The key is to guide her gently, showing that you also have a passionate and untamed side that she can awaken in you. If you play your cards right, you'll see how gradually she opens up, allowing her wild side to emerge. A whisper in her ear at the right moment, a gentle touch that transforms into something more intense, and soon, she'll be so lost in the moment that she won't want to stop. 3 foolproof tricks to make her ask for more at the right moment. This is where things get really interesting. Knowing when to stop is just as important as knowing when to move forward. Anticipation is your best ally. If you do everything too quickly, the excitement will fade. You need to learn to create those moments where she wants more but doesn't have it yet. Make every touch, every kiss, a promise of what's to come, but don't give it all away at once. 1 foolproof trick is to learn to dose the pleasure. Give her a little and then pull back, leaving her wanting more. When you approach again, her body will be begging for more contact, more intensity. Control the pace of the game, and you'll see how she starts asking for more without even realizing it's part of your plan. 4. The technique that activates a woman's deepest desires. Do you know what the most powerful technique to activate a woman's deep desires is? Listen to what her body is telling you. It's not just about what she says verbally, but how she reacts to your touch, to your presence. Every woman is different, but they all respond to a man who is present and aware of their needs. The technique here is simple but powerful. Be the man who anticipates what she wants without her having to ask for it. When you touch her the right way, when you know when to speed up and when to slow down, her deep desire for you is activated in a way that she won't be able to control. This is what separates ordinary men from those who truly leave a mark in her life. 5. What women really want in bed but never tell you. Here's what you need to understand. Often, women don't directly tell you what they want in bed. Why? Because some don't want to seem too direct, or because they prefer you to discover it. And that's where the game is. What they really want is a man who is attentive enough to notice those little details. Those sighs, those subtle movements that reveal what truly excites them. The key? Don't just focus on the obvious. Learn to read between the lines. When she feels that you understand what excites her without her having to say it, her desire for you will soar. Because then, she'll know you're in tune with her, and that's what really drives them wild in bed. 6. How to touch and speak in a way that drives her crazy for you. The power of your words and touch can be devastating if you know how to use them. It's not just about giving her compliments or touching her mechanically. It's much more than that. The right words, at the right moment, can ignite something deep within her. A soft whisper in her ear. Something as simple as telling her how incredible she is to you while your fingers gently caress her skin. That drives her crazy. And if you learn to mix seductive words with a touch full of intention, her desire will skyrocket. Because it's not just about the physical. It's the connection between what you say and what you do that creates that unforgettable experience for her. 7. The erogenous zones that no one knows how to touch correctly, but that make the difference. There are places on a woman's body that many men simply overlook, but that can make a huge difference when touched correctly. Most focus on the obvious, but I guarantee you that if you learn to touch those more subtle erogenous zones, you'll take her pleasure to another level. The inner thighs, behind the ears, the lower back. These areas, when touched gently, awaken a desire she won't be able to control. Explore beyond the obvious, discover those secret points, and I assure you her body will respond in a way she's never experienced before. 8. The secret formula to turn desire into pure obsession. If you manage to activate her desire the right way, you can take it a step further. Turn that desire into obsession. But don't get me wrong, it's not about manipulation. It's about how to keep the spark alive, how to create a dynamic where she can't stop thinking about you, even after sharing an intimate moment. The formula is simple. Give her everything at the right moment, but never let her feel she has gotten it all from you. Always leave something to discover, something that keeps her intrigued, wanting more. If you can master this technique, you'll become the man she can't get out of her mind. 9. How to use pleasure psychology to be the man she's always wanted. The psychology of pleasure is a powerful tool when it comes to seduction. Understanding how the female mind works is crucial if you want to be the man she's always desired. Women experience pleasure not only physically but also emotionally and mentally. If you can satisfy those 3 areas, you'll be far ahead of any other man. Make her feel emotionally valued. Awaken her mental desire with your words and anticipation tactics, and then shower her with physical pleasure. This is what will make her see you not just as someone to be with, but as the man she's always dreamed of having in her bed. 10. Make her desire you in bed like she's never desired anyone. If you've applied everything I've taught you so far, I guarantee you'll be on your way to making her desire you in bed like she's never desired anyone else. It's all about creating a complete experience. Mental, emotional, and physical. If you can keep her intrigued, satisfied, and, above all, wanting more of you each time, you'll have no competition. Because when a woman feels that her entire being is connected to you, she won't just desire you. She'll seek you out. You'll turn every encounter into something unforgettable for her, something she can't find with any other man. That's what truly separates ordinary men from those who become her only option in bed. When she desires you that way, when every thought leads her back to you, it's because you've done everything necessary to awaken something deeper than mere physical desire. You've connected with her mind, her emotions, and now her body responds automatically. She won't just see you as someone to enjoy intimate moments with, but as someone to experience every fantasy, every unconfessed desire. And let me tell you something important here. This doesn't end in bed. Being the man a woman desires also reflects outside of it. Your confidence, your ability to read her, to understand her on all levels, will make her see you as someone special in her life, someone she can't just forget or replace. If you do things right, I assure you she'll be obsessed with you, thinking about you, searching for your attention, and desiring more than you've already given. So, let's continue with the video, but first, if you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something like that to let me know, to confirm that you've learned from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it afterward. Mastering the art of seduction, how to drive any woman wild with desire. Today, I want you to imagine what it would be like to have the ability to drive any woman wild with desire. I'm not just talking about making a woman feel attracted to you on a superficial level. I'm talking about mastering the art of seduction in such a way that she can't stop thinking about you, that her desire becomes so deep it completely consumes her. But to achieve this, there's something you must understand. Seduction is an art, and like any art, it requires patience, practice, and, above all, a deep understanding of female behavior. So, if you're ready to learn how to become the man every woman desires, keep listening because what's coming will take you to another level. How to become the master of seduction and awaken her desire. First, I want you to understand something essential. Being a master of seduction is not just about techniques. Sure, techniques are important, but true seduction begins long before any physical movement. It starts in the mind. You need to know how to activate her most intimate thoughts, how to make her see you in a way no other man has. And for that, you must project an unshakable confidence, a self-assurance that makes her feel you're completely in control of the situation without coming off as arrogant. The key is how you make her feel with your presence. From the moment you enter a room, you should radiate an energy that makes her wonder, who is this man? That's what ignites desire. Being a master of seduction means mastering not just your words but also your body language, how you move, how you speak, and how you look at her. Every detail matters. And when you manage to master this art, her desire will begin to grow in a way she cannot even explain. The art of speaking and touching in a way she can't resist. Now, one of the most powerful ingredients in seduction is how you speak and how you touch her. It's not just about what you say but how you say it. When you talk to her, do it with a low, calm, and confident tone. Women are extremely receptive to tone of voice. They want to feel that every word that comes out of your mouth carries weight, that it has a clear intention behind it. And when I talk about touching her, I'm not referring to invasive or abrupt touches. I mean a subtle and almost imperceptible brush that makes her skin tingle. Something she can't resist. The art of touching lies in the softness and precision. Sometimes, a light touch on her hand or a gentle brush on the lower part of her back can ignite more desire than anything else. Make her body respond before she can even process it. The mind always follows the body, and when you master the art of speaking and delicately touching her, she won't be able to resist you. The signals that show she's about to lose control for you. This is where things get really interesting. Women are masters at sending subtle signals, and when you learn to read these signals, you'll know exactly when she's about to lose control for you. One of the clearest signs is prolonged eye contact. If you notice she's staring at you, that her eyes linger on you longer than necessary, it's a clear sign she's interested. Another key signal is when she starts to mirror your movements. If you lean forward and she does the same, or if you cross your arms and she mirrors you, her subconscious is aligning with yours, indicating her attraction is growing. And, of course, body language doesn't lie. If she starts playing with her hair, adjusting her clothes, or even lightly biting her lips while talking to you, it's because her desire is escalating. When you can read these signals, you'll know she's about to lose control and succumb to your seductive power, turning her desire into something she can't ignore. Once you've identified the signals, it's time to take control and elevate the seduction to the next level. Now that she's shown interest, your mission is to turn that desire into something she can't ignore. One of the most effective ways to do this is to play with anticipation. Don't reveal all your cards at once. Make her want more. Create moments of sexual tension by doing small things like getting close enough for her to feel your presence, but without touching her directly. Flood her mind with thoughts about what could happen next. In this way, you'll be planting the seed of desire, making it grow in a way that completely consumes her. Making her deeply desire you is about creating expectations and knowing how to manage them. Discover how to take seduction to a level that drives her wild with desire. If you really want to take seduction to the point where she can't get you out of her mind, you need to learn how to play with her imagination. A woman who is completely seduced doesn't just desire you physically. She also desires you emotionally. To achieve this, you need to touch both her mind and her body. When you talk to her, introduce the idea of what could happen between you without being explicit. Women love mystery and anticipation. Make her mind fill in the puzzle pieces. Create a deep connection through conversation. Ask her about her passions and dreams, and as you listen, make her feel that you are the man who can give her what she needs. Taking seduction to this level will drive her wild with desire because you'll be connecting with her in a way few men can. How to make any woman excited intensely just with your words. Have you ever wondered how some men seem to excite a woman just with words? The secret lies in using emotional language. It's not just about telling her she's beautiful or that you're attracted to her. You need to learn to speak to her in a way that makes her feel deep things. Use words that awaken her most intense emotions. When you talk to her, don't be afraid to use language that stirs her imagination. For example, instead of saying, "I like you," say something like, "There's something about you that attracts me in a way I can't explain. It's as if there's an energy between us that I can't ignore." Words have incredible power when used correctly. They can be so powerful that her desire will increase just by how you make her feel when you talk. The secret to igniting a woman's sexual desire intentionally. Igniting sexual desire in a woman isn't just about the physical. Female sexual desire is deeply connected to the emotional. If you can make a woman feel special, understood, and valued, You'll have ignited a flame of desire that will be very hard to extinguish. The secret lies in creating an atmosphere of trust. When a woman feels safe with you, when she knows she can be herself without fear of being judged, is when her sexual desire ignites intensely. It's not just about what you do with your body, but also about what you do with your words, your gaze, and your presence. Make her feel unique and special, and her sexual desire will grow in a way she can't control. Advanced seduction techniques to take her to the edge of pleasure. Now, if you really want to take her to the edge of pleasure, it's time to talk about advanced seduction techniques. One of the most effective is the game of anticipation. Most men make the mistake of rushing, wanting to reach the climax too quickly. But true pleasure lies in the journey, not the destination. Learn to play with her mind before touching her body. Make her desire what's going to happen, but don't do it too quickly. Sexual tension should build gradually, and when you finally touch her, do so in a way that every caress becomes a moment of emotional and physical intensity. If you can master the art of anticipation and patience, you'll be able to take her to a level of pleasure she's never experienced before. The formula to be the man she desires without restrictions. The man a woman desires without restrictions isn't necessarily the most physically attractive or the richest. He's the man who knows how to make her feel. He's the man who understands her emotions, who knows how to connect with her on a deep level. The formula to be that man is simple in theory but powerful in practice. Confidence, presence, and emotional control. Confidence is what makes you attractive from the first moment. It shows her you don't need anyone else's validation, that you are enough as you are. But presence is what makes you unforgettable. Being present means that when you're with her, you're truly there, not distracted, not thinking about what you're going to say next. You give her all your attention, and that's something women value immensely. Emotional control is what sets you apart from the rest. No matter what happens, you always remain calm. You're not reactive, you don't get easily upset. Women want a man who can be their rock, someone who maintains control when things get tough. This formula, while it may seem simple, is what will turn you into the man she desires without restrictions. How to make her think of you even when you're not together. The true master of seduction doesn't just conquer a woman when he's present. He makes her think of him even when they're apart. To achieve this, you must leave a deep emotional imprint on her. It's not just about being unforgettable physically, but about creating a connection that emotionally consumes her. One way to do this is through intense and meaningful moments. They don't have to be grand gestures. They can be small things, like a deep conversation about her dreams and fears, a comment that makes her feel understood in a way no other man has. You can also play with the power of anticipation. Tell her something intriguing before you leave, something that leaves her thinking of you, something that makes her want to see you again to discover more. The goal is that, even when you're not physically with her, your presence remains alive in her mind. Every time she remembers those moments, every time she thinks of what you said or how you made her feel, her desire for you will grow. This is the power of emotional seduction. Making her desire you, even when you're not by her side.